I'm Cindy, and welcome to the Shift Café Live. Today, I'm going to give you 3 questions so that you can turn your yearnings that you identified in the last video into action. If you want to connect with me, make sure you put connect in the notes, or you have the written version of today's video written in the notes. So in my last live, I gave you questions to help you start identifying and acknowledging your yearnings. I hope you took the time to do this. Now, remember, this is about you. So there are no wrong answers. And you don't have to share any of your lists or any of your writings with anyone. So today, I'm going to walk you through the steps so you can turn your yearnings into what I call your vital vision. So in the Shift Cafe, I define vital vision as a clear picture of how your unfulfilled dream or goal will look and feel once you've attained it. So now I want you to go back and think about the yearnings that you identified in the previous video. And then take your time and write down your answers to these questions. So make sure you have some place where you can write them down or capture them. So the first question, by this time next year, who do you want to become? Or what do you want to be doing? I don't know about you, but I've asked myself this question many times in my life. Second question, by this time next year, how do you want to be doing or feeling? And the third question, why do you want to be doing or feeling this way? Now, I'm sure you're starting to learn that when I talk about helping you grow and reach and step into the power of your potential, I don't give you easy questions, but they're questions that you can answer. And maybe you've never thought about this before. So when was the last time that you thought about questions like these? Sometimes we do it at the New Year Eve or New Year Day where we set our resolutions. Maybe it's been years, or maybe you've never ever had the opportunity to take this time and think about you. So again, this is about you, no one else. So there's no wrong answers, and no one else has to see this. So I have to tell you, when I answered these questions, I had a couple of pages, and it felt so overwhelming. I thought, what am I going to do with all of this now? So your next step is to read through the list that you made when you answered these 3 questions earlier and circle your top 3 dreams or goals. Now take some time to do this and take some time to think about this. So circle your top 3 dreams or goals. This helps you clarify important priorities in your life. You've said, these are the ones that mean the most to me. So now that you've identified your top 3 dreams or goals, instead of thinking ahead 1 year, because when we started, I asked you 1 year, I want you to focus slowly on the next 12 weeks. We're going to break it down into the next 12 weeks. 12 weeks, 3 months. We can handle breaking something down into this. So now from the top 3 dreams and goals you identified, focus on and clarify one of your dreams. So look at one of your dreams, one of the ones you circled. Let's focus on that one. And that one is going to become your vital vision for the next 12 weeks. And as a reminder, vital vision, and the way we use it in the Shift Cafe, is a clear picture of how your unfulfilled dream or goal will look and feel once you've attained it. We don't just have it in our head, in our brain, but we also want to feel it in our heart. So write this 12-week vital vision on a sticky note. Take a sticky note, write it on there, and keep it in front of you all the time. By clarifying your 12-week vital vision, it will help you identify the precise shifts that you need to make in order to commit to bring it to life. Now, when I listed what I wanted to be when I grew up, And I started looking at what are my top three. What I identified was that I wanted to tell the world about how to step into the power of your potential. Pretty broad statement, isn't it? Then I started narrowing this down and ended up with a 1 year vital vision of I will speak at women's conferences about the Shift Café and how to step into the power of your potential. So that's my 1 year vital vision. Yes, I can do that. From there, I broke it down to over the next 12 weeks, 3 months. What's my vital vision going to be? And I came up with to draft my talking points for my speech and share them with 5 people to get feedback from them. Now, can I attain this in 12 weeks? Yes, I can. I know for me, it's very realistic and it's very attainable. Now, be careful. What I've seen happen when I work with people is they identify a huge vital vision to accomplish over the next 12 weeks. That's setting yourself up to fail. And I don't want you to fail any more than you want to fail. So we're talking about 12 weeks, 3 months. That's what we're talking about. So that's why I want you to identify your vital vision that you can accomplish in these 12 weeks. Now, this is another huge step for you to take. By identifying your vital vision for the next 12 weeks, you are saying, I count. I am worthy. I am important. This is what I'm going to achieve in the next 12 weeks. Now, your answers that you come up with today will give you a jump start on next week's Shift Cafe Live, when I'll give you the tools so you can define your own personal definition of success. Don't forget, if you want to connect with me, connect down into the notes. See you next week at 1 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time at the Shift Cafe Live. Bye-bye.